What's up guys, this time on Fuel My Ride, we're mounting the side skirts. Yeah! Okay guys, now like most aftermarket body kits, it is not fitting right. We sort of mocked it up last week and it sort of wasn't sitting right. So what we're going to do today is actually jack up the car from both ends, so from front to back, take the wheels off and then get sort of access in this side of the wheel wells. In there we're probably going to drill some holes, whack in some rivets and get it mounted up properly, and then we can start modifying the rest of the body. So if you have a look at this edge of the door here where we sort of deleted that strip, dogged it up and all that sort of stuff, we're going to do the same thing to this part here, the side skirt. So ordinarily you'd have this rubber strip here which has bolts behind it which holds the top of this thing on. However, we're going to be sort of deleting that and we'll be cutting the side skirt, so we can remove it later. However, we will have to make up some sort of bracket system, so I'm thinking maybe I'll put a bracket underneath here and I'll have like some rivets that I can go underneath, and that way, you know, they're mostly out of sight. Small positioning issue. These sort of nooks or grooves that have been cut out here are intended for these jack points. However, there's sort of not enough space to sort of get around this, so I'm just going to cut them a bit bigger so I can actually fit around there. I'll probably cut out, I sort of loosely marked it with the pen, but you know, it's just a bit of a guide. Got it as this end as well. I wish I still had a photo of the old air intake scoop from the factory. You can see here there's terrible panel gap, like big space here, and then it gets really tight up towards the top here. So I'm probably going to have to grind this out with the grinder and refill it and all that sort of stuff. The other problem is I'm holding this in with my knee, so it's just popping out at the moment. There's also this gap problem here in the door. You can see this sort of body comes here and there's like about a 5mm raise in the bodywork. Figured, well, we've got to sort of push this in somehow so it flows with the body. However, we're still sticking out at the top here, and I'm afraid if I remove too much material, there'll be no body here at all. However, if we have a look in here, we've got this large gap all the way through here. If we have a look at the side profile, this section here actually steps out too much. And what we were going to do anyway was cut away this strip. So I'm going to cut that away now, and hopefully we'll be able to bring this all in like that. Now let's hope that it sorts out all the geometry. Okay, so using this stuff here should be pretty cool. Because if you put the rivets, hold on, it's hard to do this with one hand. When you put the rivet into that gap there, when you have this sort of the expansion and contraction of the sort of metal car with the fiberglass parts, this can actually sort of shift up and down like that freely, because the fiberglass and the metal will expand at different rates. So I thought that was pretty cool. Hopefully that should allow for the body to move around a bit more without it warping and twisting. Okay, so I'm actually really happy with the results. You can see from up top you can't really see anything. Even if you get down sort of low for photography, you can't sort of see any of that sort of stuff. And it looks like, okay, you get right down underneath the car, you're going to see that one screw and the one rivet. We've got one screw going into metal and one screw here. The reason why I'm using a screw here is because there's the gap between the actual the mounting bracket
and this is too great for a rivet, unless you can get a rivet that's about that long, which I don't know, maybe I might be able to change that later. I've also got a metal screw going straight here and straight into here. Well, I'm probably going to use a rivet there just to keep it smaller. This is a bit more out of sight. If you actually have a look at the factory rear bumper, you can see here that it has positions for screws. I know, of course, the previous owner has removed everything. So it's perfectly acceptable as a factory looking car.
Okay guys, so that's all we really have time for today. I think it's awesome actually that we've got all this done. It's all mounted up and it's solid. Not going anywhere. I'm really excited to see the progress happening on this car. So next time when we get back into the shop, we'll be fiberglassing those 2 strips down the side. Then from there we'll be doing the bodywork and the same process what we did to the door. Alright guys, if you're enjoying these videos and you want to see more progress, please hit that like button down below and also hit the subscribe button. If you know anybody who would be interested in these videos as well, just send them this link and share it around with your mates. Alright guys, see you next time.